Alright, polynomial. We're going to start getting into polynomial. Right, a polynomial. We have a monomial, which is a number, a variable, or a product of a number and one or more variables. Now, a polynomial is a monomial or a sum of monomials. That means you're adding. Degree of a term. Alright, the degree is the sum of the exponents on the variables and the term. So this is the first example, 5x squared y to the third. The degrees are 2 and 3, which is 5. The next one, 2xy. Your degree, it's 1 plus 1, which is 2. So your degree of the polynomial, it's the highest degree of each term. So highest in this term is 2. The highest in this one is 3, which is 5. The highest here is 3. The highest here is 3. So we have a degree of 6. Now, with polynomials, with one or more variable, it's an expression whose terms are of the form axk, where k is an integer greater or equal to 0. That means that exponent has to be higher than 0. And we know it can't be 0 because anything to the 0 power is just 1. So now if we look at this example, this is a and k. Well, a is our coefficient, so a is negative 4. K is the exponent, which is 2. Next one, a, the coefficient is 1. K is 3. And the last one, the coefficient is 3. Now if we think of this, this is really going to be x to the 0 power, so the k is going to be 0. If we look at this one, again we have a is 2, exponent is 5, a, it's negative 1, exponent is 4, a is 5, exponent is 3, so k is 3, a is negative 3, the k is 2, we have 1 and 1, and then we have negative 4, and k is going to be 0. Now standard form. Standard form is very important. Standard form is when it's written in descending order. Alright, so the exponents are written in descending order. So if you notice, we look at our exponents here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. So it's descending order. And this is going to be a 5th degree. We look at this example. 9, 3, 2, 1, and then this is x to the 0. Alright, so it says put the following polynomial into standard form. Well, highest one is 6. Now when you look at that 6, it's negative 2x to the 6. So the negative 2x to the 6 comes first. Now we look, no 5, so the next is 4. So we have plus 5x to the 4, because it's a 5 and plus 5. So then we have 4. After 4 comes 3. So plus x to the third. Then we have 2, so plus 3x squared. There's no x, and then the last one is just minus 4. So that's written in standard form, and if you notice, it's the exponent, so 6, 4, 3, 2, and then 0. Now the lead coefficient is the first coefficient when the polynomial is written in standard form. So this lead coefficient would be negative 2. Now, classifying polynomials. We can classify all these by degrees. So if it's a 0 degree, it's going to be called a constant. Now, it's constant. An example would be like the number 7, or negative 8, or 10,122. All right, they're all constant. It's just a number. Now, first degree is something we dealt with in the beginning of the year. These are called linear. These are our linear functions. So it might be 2x, or we could have 3x minus 4, or for a third example, negative 4x plus 1. A second degree polynomial is called a quadratic. That means the highest degree is 2. So we can say 2x squared, or we might have 4x squared plus 3x minus 1. Highest degree is still 2. So there are some examples of quadratic. Third degree is called a cubic. So it's a cubic. So highest degree is 3. So we might have 7x to the third, or we could have 4x to the third plus x minus 6. Fourth degree is called quartic. Quartic. A fourth degree just has the value of the exponent to the fourth. So 9x to the fourth plus 2x. Or we could have 8x to the fourth minus 3x to the third plus x squared minus x plus 8. Alright, highest degree is to the fourth, so it's called a quartic. Now once we get to fifth degree or higher, it's itself. Okay? So it's the nth degree, which is itself. So for example, if we have 6x to the fifth minus 3x squared. Well, the degree is 5, so it's going to be a fifth degree. Or if we have something like 8x to the 11th plus 2x 8 minus 6x to the fourth plus 3. Well, the degree is the 11th, so it's going to be an 11th degree polynomial. So that's classifying these by degrees. So 0 is constant, first degree is linear, second is quadratic, third is cubic, fourth is quartic, and then we have the nth degree, or itself. Now we can classify these by the number of terms. A first term is called a monomial, or meaning it only has one term, like 2x or 8x negative 4. Two terms is called a binomial. Like a bicycle, there's two wheels, so it has two terms, 2x plus 3. 9x squared minus 4. 3x to the third plus 2x squared. They have two terms. Three terms, trinomial. Tricycle, three wheels, trinomial, three terms. 4x squared plus 2x plus 3. 9x to the fourth minus 6x squared plus 2x. Four or more terms, it's called a polynomial. So an example, it has to have 4 or more, so 5x to the third plus 3x squared plus x minus 6. That has 4 terms, it's called a polynomial. Or we can have 9x to the fifth plus 2x squared minus 4x plus 3. Alright, now I'm going to check this tomorrow, so write an example of a quadratic trinomial just to see if you understand this, because your answers are all going to be different. And then classifying these by degrees named by degree and names by the number of terms. When we look at this, it's a 0 degree. 0 degree is a constant. And there's one term, so it's called a monomial. This is a first degree, x to the first power. So first degree is linear. And there's one term, so that's also called a monomial. Once again, x to the first, so this is a first degree. It's also linear. And there's two terms, so two terms, binomial. Here's one term, here's a second term. Highest degree is 2. 2 is a quadratic. And there's 1, 2, 3 terms, so that's trinomial. We look at the next one, highest degree is 3, so that's called a cubic. And then we have 1, 2 terms, called a binomial. And then the last one, the highest degree is 4. So 4 is called a quartic. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, so 4 terms is a polynomial. Then when we look at the very last page, alright, it says put the polynomial in the standard form. Well, highest degree is 4, so it's 2x to the fourth. Then we have our 3, so that's minus 5x to the third. Then plus x squared minus 3x plus 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then nothing. Classify it by degree and by number. Highest degree is 4, so that is a quartic. And there's 5 terms, so it's a quartic polynomial. The terms, you have 2x to the fourth, negative 5x to the third, x squared, negative 3x, and 4 are coefficients. 2, negative 5, 1, negative 3, 4. The coefficients are just the numbers in front of the variable. The lead coefficient is 2. To evaluate when x equals 2, we just plug in 2 for x. So we have 2 times 2 to the fourth minus 5 times 2 to the third plus 2 squared minus 3 times 2 plus 4. This is going to give us 32 minus 40 plus 4 minus 6 plus 4. 32 minus 40 is negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6. And then to evaluate from negative 2, we have negative 2 to the fourth minus plus negative 2 squared minus 3 times negative 2 plus 4. Well, negative 2 to the fourth is 16 times 2 is 32. This is going to be negative 8 times 5, which is plus 40. Negative 2 squared is 4. Negative 3 and negative 2 is plus 6 and plus 4. So we have 72 plus 4, which is 76, plus 6, which is 82, plus 4, which is 86. Now this was our short lesson on classifying polynomials.